we are gonna have a chat now about Valorant, and kind of they're saying the future looks bad. I have a lot of opinions on that.
Last chance.
Let's get into
Your last chance to make it clear to Riot that they cannot take every cent out of your pocket. That they actually have to keep developing their game and not to keep pushing out worse and more expensive skin bundles at the cost of a steady decline of game enjoyment.
I mean, yeah. Valorant changes over the last few months have been two new characters. Well, from last year, let's just talk about this. From last year till now, Valorant's chief changes has been two new characters that I know of, which is the Vice and the new dude that just launched this not too long ago. Really cool character, by the way. I kind of like him a little bit with his seeking missile things. But I think this guy's also missing a key ingredient about, competitive shooters. All of them have one very big key feature. They're competitive shooters. That means if you magically change the game drastically left or right, you know what's going to happen? You're going to lose balance. And to keep that balance very, very finited, guess what happens? You need to do everything in your might to hold balance. You don't bring 15 guns into the game every 2 months. Why? Because the idea of a competitive shooter is to do something that is more consistent and bring in inconsistencies when it comes to unlikely events, skins, charms, whatever you want to add, you can add those because they don't physically change the way you play the game. Skins don't make good. I don't care about skins, believe it or not. Yes, I have some on Counter-Strike. Yes, I have some on Valorant. In fact, I have some in Delta Force, but they don't matter because they don't make the gun better. Okay, Delta Force is a different concept.
Let me explain what I mean.
Okay.
Ever since Valorant released, Riot has been testing the waters with how to sell their weapon skins. And I mean, it's fine, really. They have to make money somehow, since the game is free to play, right? But let me put the 5-year development of Valorant into perspective.
Yeah.
The beta started in 2020 with 10 agents and 3 maps.
Yes.
While some people already criticized the low map count, the gameplay variety...
And I want to add, all the agents, all the stuff, but no South African servers. That's why I didn't play the game for a very, very long time. It's just last year where we actually got South African servers, 2024. The game launched in 2020. Just to give you a little bit of a context. In South Africa, if we play on basically what's going to be Habib or mostly European, French servers most of the time, guess what our ping is? 180 sometimes. Most of the time I got 160 because I'm on fiber in fiber South Africa. It's actually quite big. So yeah. So yes, it took a while, but that's not.
It was more than enough in my opinion. I was there since day one. I got my beta access key through a Twitch drop, and I remember the game being extremely fun. I had nothing to say against it. What I only realized now while making this video, they already had skins in beta in the store. I just forgot about it. The Reaver and Lux bundles that were $53 and $43 each. Now,
video games sold 2020 for about $50-ish for not AAA top brand new content, because I think it was like $70 back then.
Now, while that is already quite a steep price for a skin, it was excusable since the game was still in beta and it needed to gain some traction first. And I mean, people were not shying away from these bundles anyway. And this is already where I think we sort of lost as a community.
A lot of my pimples and
I don't want to watch this shit.
blemishes started disappearing. A lot of it has reduced in size.
Feeling flat? Hack the morning lag with Barocca.
Because due to the huge demand for skins, on release, Riot immediately gave us the Prime bundle for $71. And
ooh, so the price more than the price of a AAA title you were asking for skins.
People just kept buying it. Even today, this bundle is still doing great.
It is.
And besides the crazy early pricing, I too can accept that the whole bundle was quite nice to play and it had some good effects. It wasn't worth $71.
I think this is the bundle where the Vandal has the, like, that push-in thing. I actually just saw it right there because this, I can see the, like, yeah, that was
to me though.
epic
But whatever,
spin.
the demand makes the price, and I told
does.
myself that they do have to make money somehow.
It's a free to
So
play.
Valorant continues to thrive and gain popularity, and Riot manages to pump out 24 bundles in the first half year of its release.
24 bundles?
That's almost 4 bundles a month.
Yeah.
Imagine they spent that much effort and time into adding new content and just made the skin creation a second.
You see, this is where, again, I depart from his opinion. They can add as much skins or whatever they can, but I think that's excessive. You can kind of feel the greediness in that. And I mean this with all respect, because again, I have a different opinion on this, because if you have a free-to-play model system, how you make that model system work, you have to remember, they have to keep service active. They have to pay employees to code and put things into the game. They have to get the marketing teams to arrange competitions. Remember, Valorant was new. If you wanted to really enter the competitive space, what do? You hold tournaments. And if you're a brand new game, you're not going to have the Intel. You're not going to have the AMD. You're not going to have the NVIDIA sponsorships immediately from day one. Although this is Riot. They probably got that advantages in their back pocket. All they now needed to do is prove they've got a competitive concept. And they got hit with the worst thing possible, which was COVID. And this guy is not mentioning this. We're talking 2020 here, people. In 2020, COVID hit. Guess what happened? They needed to still make money to provide to the rest of the people. So what do you do next?
Secondary priority. And there's
you launch a bunch of skins, sell it to people that are bored at home, don't have anything to do, and they don't want to look at the standard skin. That's what you do.
Always someone defending Riot in my comments, so before you say, but they had to make skins a priority, they had running costs, or it's a free game, just don't buy the skins. Yeah. That's not the point of the video. The point is that there can always be a balance between profit generation and consumer-friendly development. Yes. You and I both know that people are crazy for skins, and they would have bought skins anyway, no matter the price. It just never had to be.
Yeah, I'm starting to even sound like asking both for this. Yeah, I agree. That's how it works.
This big. What Riot wanted was to maximize profit and not prioritize the players themselves that are defending them. And this also took a toll.
If that's true, I mean, this guy is specifically looking at Riot. But if I have to look, Valve had a game they developed and they built it and they launched this new game, and they launched it with a shit ton of skins because they just ported it over from Counter-Strike Global Offensive. But they didn't launch a skin bundle. Whoa, they didn't launch a skin bundle till way later. The Kilowatt case was launched. Yeah, okay.
Toll on the community in-game. So back to 2020 and 2021. I can at least say that these years also made some good additions to the game. Yes. Like, they added 7 agents, 4 maps, and 1 game mode in Escalation, which was fun for the first few times you played it. And the agents like Euro and Astra were also fun and new until they nerfed them into unplayability.
Yes.
But these years also introduced the $99 skin, which were another test by Riot to see if
damn, 99.
If people were willing to pay even more money for skins. And surprise, they were. In the years from 2022 to 2024, Riot was starting to show its colors more openly. To me personally, the agents became more boring with each new edition and just felt very soulless.
No. Because that's a long period. And if I just think off the top of my head, Geico, advice is not that special. But Geico is definitely something worth mentioning. Don't think Neon was launched, no. Trying to think of a really good character that launched during that time period. that was worth making. I'm thinking Geico for sure. Absolutely. In the first year, Yuru was absolutely one of those characters as well. Um, I'm not good with Yuru, but very good. Okay. ISO, the most annoying character in the game, has one of the most structured systems to play with. If you do Geico, uh, what's I know I forgot his name. ISO right, you basically cause an an absolute win on rounds more consistent. That is ISO. And Harbor. Harbor is a great example again. Harbor is literally a great version of Astra, which you control more physically. Astra being more linear and specifically set up. Dividing the world is powerful in this game, trust me, specifically sound-wise, because it's a very important thing. I don't agree
The
100%.
priority was shifting more and more to skin sales and esports, but most people
There he says it. Esports. Why esports? Esports pools viewership. Viewership pools play. Here's a fact. Counter-Strike, near its end of global offensive, had way less players because there were no real competitions going. Yes, there was other little like majors going a little on, but none of them were major titles. None of them technically mattered. Even though G2 physically won a bunch of them, cementing if it was Nico's opportunity to win a major, it would have been that one, you know.
still didn't care too much.
Esports.
On an average, Riot was pushing out 25 bundles a year, with most of
That's
them
not too
being
bad.
more successful than the last. And these years sparked the start of a new business strategy: quality and value degradation. Maybe you noticed it, maybe you didn't, but the strategy Riot has been using for years now is to slowly degrade the quality for the lower cost bundles to make people buy the higher price bundles. This happened with the $71 bundles first. They used to be expensive, but they were of pretty good quality. Nowadays, the $84 bundle has already taken over that new base level. In essence, they are slowly lowering the cost effectiveness of your money. And this essentially means that they're making everything more expensive without anyone noticing.
Yeah, they'll do that. Because remember, you said it in the beginning of the video. People were buying more expensive things for being more expensive. They didn't care what the price were. They wanted the skins. That's what happens. And with mobile games is kind of a great example of this. What do you gain from getting 25 million gold in Clash of Clans or shit like that? If you play the game long enough, you can get that amount of money.
But they're not
Same.
stopping there. And they're not even trying to hide it anymore, to be honest. I mean, let's just look at their recently uploaded dev update. Every year, Riot uploads a preview for the next season, teasing new things. Keep in mind, this is supposed to be the video to really get you hyped for new content, and is supposed to show players what to expect to keep them playing the game, especially since it's the 5-year anniversary of Valorant's release. So,
which makes better.
Hey,
the video is 18 minutes long and is divided into 6 main parts. In the first part, Tejo is introduced as a new agent. You've probably all seen the abilities already and possibly even played him. In my opinion, his abilities seem extremely
Seen how
OP
he's
compared to
played,
other agents, because he's basically just a mix-up of some of the best abilities in the game. I mean, he has 2 guided KO mollies that can't be shot and can be placed at will somewhere on the map, an invisible skydog that can tag enemies, and a stun grenade.
tagged enemies once, just mention that.
And his ult is literally just breach ult, but it kills you if you get caught. Like, bro.
Isn't breach ult also kill you when you're caught? That's the idea of breach assault.
What are they doing? To be honest, this might actually be fun to play.
Technically, I just made his point look better. For anyone thinking, I'm not devaluating what he's saying. If you're caught in breach assault, you're dead. I can put video proof. The previous stream that happened to Valley, and I think it was Hawk. Got caught in it.
Because it's so overpowered, but they'll just nerf him after 1 month again, so
they will.
it doesn't matter anyway. Then they go on to talk about gameplay and really only address that you can now remake a game with 3 votes in case the 4th is trolling, so nice. And then comes the main
Never
part
used it.
where they discuss their new premium content. And their idea of new premium content is, drumroll please,
if it's the snowflake and the phone thing, I agree.
adding new cosmetics into the game we didn't ask for. Like, what is going on? Seriously, it's literally an in-game phone and a snowflake you can look at.
Yeah.
Bro, who authorized this? Who is giving them these ideas? They also forced some poor dev to yap for 3 minutes straight why they can't give us the replay system.
I agree. This is something that has absolutely irritated. Valorant is losing so much because of the no replay system. Okay, admittingly, I barely use Counter-Strike's replay system because of my limited time factor. But this year, one of the things that I wrote down when I was planning for the year is that I wrote down that I want to do Counter-Strike content where I have point of views done through the replay system. And now I'm playing Valorant, so I have to scratch that out because you can't do it in Valorant.
And later talk about esports, which I'm just gonna skip for now. The most disappointing thing in this preview,
I wouldn't have done that. They talked about the esports, and the esport actually matter.
though, and the most telling about what they're planning in the next year was probably the skin bundle that they revealed and have now chosen to release.
With EXO, the goal was to make you feel like a cyber ninja.
Because with the release of the most recent EXO skin bundle, they are trying to severely lower the standard for skins. I mean, look at this. It's absolute hot garbage, even for someone that dislikes the whole skin
I don't know.
bundle part of the game. I can say that there are some very cool ideas and bundles out there. I'm not denying that. In this bundle though, there's nothing special about the skins. No individual reload animation, nothing about this design even looks like it took more than a few hours to make. They just took the base gun and added neon effects around the edges. There's like 10 skins that look almost identical to this. It's a test. They're trying to see how high they can push the baseline price for skins until...
He's not lying. They're gonna do that. They are gonna do that.
people stop buying. They have pushed their premium content from...
Am I the only one that noticed? Right in the corner here, most of the time it says 120. I think this guy has like a frame limiter.
$71 to $95, and no one is even batting an eye. If we don't pull together as a community and put our foot down now, in 2 years, the low tier bundles might already cost above 120 or more. And other
What difference would it make if we say no to this company? It's not gonna make a difference. And I'm dead serious on this one. Really won't make a difference. They might listen, but let's be honest, they haven't been listening about the replay system, and they're making up. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be very crude. Excuses why it doesn't exist yet.
corporations are watching. This isn't just about Valorant. These are statistics and baselines that will be used in future games and in the general future of the entire entertainment industry.
It's a testament. That's what he's saying. It is a testament to what people are willing to pay for. It's just facts.
In the end, the choice of buying is still up to you.
Yes.
This video is solely here for you to have a second perspective on things, but I would really ask you to think twice next time you want to buy anything, if that thing is really worth your money, or if it's something you even want to own.
You see, the problem with that is if you're asking people if it's worth their money, they're just going to say yes, because it's my money. I'm sorry. I don't want to do that way, trust me. But it is an individual's money, and what he's going to do is he's going to say, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to spend that money. What are you going to do about it? Because I got the money, man. I don't care. That's what they're going to do. That's how it works. That's how most people think. They sit up straight and they go, I worked my tank off all month for the right to spend my money. And guess what? I'm going to spend it. I would have said, personally, we need to start giving Riot a value that they can stop at. Let's not buy the next blah, blah, blah. But remember, that could be a defamation suit. But if you're just honest,
In a
They're
world
not
where
gonna
money is
detonate.
taking over
They
every
want
part of
you
our
to swap
lives,
these
it is
things.
important to at least give the money that you own some value.
True.
Let me know what you think about this in the comments.
I mean, yeah. Not gonna play it off. I agree. I agree 1,000,000%. I started with a disagreement with this, but I agree. Here's the facts. We cannot look at what Riot is asking financially from us to be good or bad all the time. We need to be fair as well with this. I mean, Riot has to pay for things and all of that. So let's do it like this. We know what Riot wants from us. They want us to spend a bit of money buying a bit of things. But let's for some time not do that. By the way, I just want to say congratulations for beating that subscriber goal right there. Congratulations, man. Let's hope for the future for me, right there. Let's hope for the future. Really good video. Yeah. Good truth. Let's see what else then.